Like we said back at the beginning, um, Trump always kissed Robert Kennedy's ass because he knew how he would crush him in a debate, crush him and make him look like the idiot that he is. Crush him and make him look like the idiot that he is. Crush him and make him look like the idiot egomaniac that he is. And he knows if he had ever gotten a debate, he would be the next president. And so when he says that he's never gotten applause like this for anyone, because everybody there knows, exposed, that this guy should be the president because he's the only smart, intelligent, honest one with all moral ideas and all the moral great ideas to fix this despicable, deplorable, horrible, immoral, not just country, but world hurled and unfurled. And so we all know that this guy is going to melt down like Biden did. He's going to have some huge thing happen to him that he's not going to be able to run. And then everyone knows the love that everyone has for him. So then he'll be the new candidate for the Republicans and he'll be the next president. See how the light does it?
Spectrum in a positive campaign grounded in the American values of his father, Robert Kennedy, a great man, and his uncle, President John F. Kennedy. And I know that they are looking down right now and they are very, very proud of Bob.
See, it kills him to say that because he knows that there's no Jesus God up there. And the only reason he knows that the people are really in heaven and there's no such thing as R.I.P. because of the one and only God Almighty down here with blatant scientific evidence. And so his brain is churning and churning and churning, and it's eating his ugly, smugly, fugly guts because he knows the truth about the one and only God Almighty. And he knows he's cognitively choosing how many bad, mad, sad lifetimes. We had the ugliest waist and face and every other space and place. Can you imagine being even uglier than he is now? Can you believe it? Can you imagine that he would cognitively choose that and to be broke in the street with nothing to eat for how many of his next lifetimes? And not just down here, but in heaven, it's going to suck. And so this is fantastic. You think Bobby Kennedy respects this guy and likes him? But all Bobby Kennedy cares about is fixing this despicable, deplorable, horrible, immoral planet filled with corrupt people who pretend a man named Jesus cartoon is the one and only God Almighty. And so just watch, everybody, how the light pulls everything off. As RFK Jr. says, I'm just following the light's plan. And I know that the light is using me. And so just watch as the light would say.
Bobby, I'm proud of Bobby. You want to know the truth? And I don't think I've ever introduced anyone that got applause like he just got. I must tell you.
Not even Trump ever gets that applause from his own people. His disgusting, despicable, deplorable, horrible people that pretend a man named Jesus, 99.99999% of them, is the one and only God Almighty. A cartoon. In other words, this grown man who graduated some college cognitively pretends that a moronic cartoon man godfather named Jesus is God out of the 4,000 plus immoral moronic cartoon godfathers. In other words, it's multiple choice for all of us now. We got 4,000 plus immoral moronic cartoon, zero scientific evidence godfathers that are the most despicable stories ever written and rewritten. Or is it writ sin and rewrit sin? And then you got one all moral, all logical, all common sense, all scientific evidence God Almighty. And so why does it looks like Bobby's getting younger. Is that from the light's thunder? Do we have to wonder about that? When the light keeps making him younger and him older and molder and foldier and foldier. And look, hardly any God tags. So what do those God tags feel like when the light is going to put them on Donald Trump's And who else in his family's insides? Or is it insides full of ugly, smugly, snide, and ugly, smugly, fugly pride, Mr. Hyde?
I don't think it's true. I don't think I've ever introduced anybody that got applause like that.
So Bobby's so nice that he's going to suck it up and work for this disgusting egomaniac and fix this fucking world. But then everyone will know it was all his ideas, and he did it if the light's lying and isn't going to fuck up Trump. But I think we'll see what happens. And then the next presidency, everyone's going to know everything that great happened was because of him, obviously not because of him, because he had his chance and he didn't get anything done. But he said he didn't drain any swamp, he was the swamp. But the Democrats are even a bigger swamp. So that's who stopped Kennedy, RFK Jr. from the debates. Well, he did too. But he doesn't know that he did it, but he kept his mouth shut. But behind the scenes, he didn't want to debate him because he knew it would be over for him, because then he would win more than obviously, because he would crush him in a debate, because this guy's a genius and this guy's a fucking moron. And this guy's moral and this guy's immoral. And this guy wants to get rid of the pollution, and this guy wants to just keep polluting because all he cares about is making money with the oil and the foil and the spoil of the planet. Are you starting to get the picture here?
Amazing.